Gen AI creators fund across the land. Project Nero spinning wild like a desert hurricane. Months of work now done so fast, it's driving me insane. Punky Duck is jumping, Cupcake laughing in the sun. Love Diana shining bright on Prime Video for everyone. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, aye, my lord. Aye, aye, my lord. Aye, that Gen A fire is burning in my blood. Amazon opened up the gate, let the future run its course. Now the animator's dream is riding like a mighty horse. Jorge Gutierrez got that punky duck right in his fist. Albie Hesht and BuzzFeed coming in with the twist. Some men shout they're stealing jobs. This path will lead to pain. But I say this is progress, brother. Time to break the chain. From Los Angeles to Texas, the guitars cry and scream. We still draw with human heart, we still chase the dream. The machine is just a partner, helping colors come alive. Together we create the magic, keeping tradition alive. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, aye, my lord. Aye, aye, my lord. Aye, that Gen A fire is burning in my blood. Amazon lit the flame high. Let the good times roll. Animators of the world, now we're taking back control. Some call it danger, some call it grace. I call it the future, staring us in the face. Keep the soul in every line, keep the fire in your veins. Human hands in silicone, dancing in the same flame. Aye, 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 aye. Aye, 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 my lord. Aye, that Gen A fire is burning in my blood. From the barrio to the border, let the pencils fly high. Amazon fire, lighting up the endless sky.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the show. It's so funny, actually. That song was a last minute change to what I was doing. So, like, we're talking about Gen AI because that's going to be the big news of the day. There's a lot going on in Hollywood with that now, and one of the things is the guy behind the Book of Life, Jorge Gutierrez, and I like Book of Life. It's a good movie. The guy's very unabashedly Mexican, which is great. I was like, let's do like a song. And then in my mind, I go, wouldn't it be kind of cool to do a track like about them, doing like people getting mad about like this AI thing. And then I was like, all right, the Stan Lee shit, that should be breaking the internet. And then I'm trying to get the AI to recreate Los Lobos from the opening of Desperado. Right? That one, I can't do it. Like, it's copyrighted and shit. I was trying to get real close, trying to get like that, like lower, gravelier voice, Maybe what Los Lobos did from Dusk Till Dawn during the snake dance scene. If you don't know who Los Lobos is as a band, I'm just gonna say they fucking rock. Okay, like they've rocked for a long time, and you should check them out. Okay, like not just Robert Rodriguez joints. You should see them in. They're pretty good. All they are. Okay. So there we go. Let's see here. Stan Lee's buntastic. The AI is resurrecting a little bit, but we're gonna talk about that. A couple supers to get here right away. Ahsoka Tano, thank you for the $2. Spider Noir is pretty good. Have not had the chance to watch it yet. I will probably try an episode tonight. Last night I ended up I don't know why I got in this weird like mood. I was tired. And I was like, you know what I want to play? I haven't played in a while. I was like, I really want to play Max Payne 3. And so I went through like half the game in like one sitting. And Max Payne 3 is a really fast moving game, but like the writing is so pulpy. It's so noir. It's so fucking good. That game, I forgot how fucking brutal that game is. Like it's brutal as far as even games are concerned, you know, like this is like the game's like 14 years old, so I'm gonna spoil some shit. But there's like one woman that keeps getting kidnapped, or she gets kidnapped, and then you kind of rescue her, and then she gets kidnapped again, and you almost rescue her. Then you go to rescue her a third time, and at this point, like, you know, she's pretty much useless to the people who kidnapped her. So they just execute her by shooting her once in the top of the head, not like in the forehead, but like just in the top of the head. You know what I'm saying? And then like the other guy, like 20 minutes later, her brother-in-law gets wrapped in tires, doused in gasoline, and lit on fucking fire. You know what I mean? Like they don't fuck around when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean? It's just crazy as shit, man. It's crazy shit. Fucking such a good goddamn game. I love Max Payne 3. I would love an HD remaster of it. You know, I know they're working on the HD remasters of Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2. And the guy who voices Max Payne, he sadly passed away. So that's going to be difficult for another Max Payne, but it's like, Jesus, dude, fuck it. If they were like, we're going to do Max Payne the movie, like we're going to try it again, and it is more of like, if they do Max Payne 3, I'll fucking nut. I'll nut, and I'll be their midnight show like multiple fucking times and shit. Max Payne 3 is so underrated. It truly fucking is. It's such a good goddamn game. Ahsoka here says, I like Henry Cavill, but certain groups make me roll my eyes due to all the glazing he gets. Yeah, listen, I like Henry Cavill too, but it's like, you know, I like him. I put out a post about him on Twitter last night because there's a lot of people talking about Henry Cavill being, being James Bond, right? Or quite frankly, doing anything. Because a lot of people just happen to enjoy Henry Cavill in certain roles, I guess. I like him as Superman. I like him in Man from U.N.C.L.E., you know. I'm looking forward to seeing other things as well with him. But I brought this up last night. So I remembered as I was watching. So, okay, this is a long post about, here's an AI image of him as Bond. Looks really good. But this is where it gets to be more interesting. This is him playing Major Gus March Phillips in the movie The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And this is a fun fucking movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a really fun movie. But Ian Fleming is a character in this movie because Ian Fleming was part of British intelligence in World War II. He based the character of James Bond somewhat on this character right here, this real life guy named Major Gus March Phillips. All right. And like this is I forget the name of this operation that he is in right here. Operation Postmaster. And it's a wild story, but this was a lot of what James Bond, the idea of Bond, is kind of comes from this character. And so you think about it for a second, and Henry Cavill was up for James Bond back in 2006, or well, it would have been 2004 most likely, right? But he was still really young at the time. We're talking 21, 22 years old, compared to Daniel Craig, who was in his early 30s at the time. So it was a different time. He wasn't as refined of an actor. He could have played the role, but he would have had to grow into it. It would have been something different. And I think Cavill was still kind of in this like pre-Tudors environment, or maybe Tudors had come out around that time, but he wasn't really like the actor that we know him to be, or what he can be if he has the right director. And so he went on to go basically and do three different, a couple different characters, right? If you look at Napoleon Solo and Man from U.N.C.L.E., you look at, Gus March Phillips from the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And even if you laugh at the whole character he played of Argyle in the movie Argyle, even though that was a fictional creation for the story, he was still playing this spy. So he's done all of this work and spy work like gentlemanly spy stuff with A Man from U.N.C.L.E. Here we've got like down and dirty covert shit with a Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Where like there's this scene in the movie where he's like just walking casually, like dressed as a Nazi officer, and just starts like mowing down Nazis with a silenced machine gun. Like it's not real. It's totally over the top. But Henry Cavill just like had a blast doing that role. And you can tell everybody else did as well. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with this, where it's like the dude's a good actor. He's a very good actor. He is just like he missed the mark on that one, right? And that's totally okay to miss the mark. Sometimes it doesn't work out that well. That's all really what it boils down to. Let's see here. Salty Snacks here says, speaking of nutting, happy National Masturbation Day to all who celebrate. Congratulations, everybody who's out there celebrating. Listen, if you are out there doing your job, right, remember, folks, that it's a thankless job. It's a thankless position. You're going to be out there finishing. No one's going to see. No one's going to compliment you on your work. But know that I, Matt Jarbo from Hollywood After Dark, am out there applauding your ability to make a dry lake bed on your bathroom floor. Thank you guys, and remember, jerk responsibly. All right. Anyway, so there's that one there. Also, Mo here asking, can AI can't resurrect Kevin Sorbo's acting career? If he just would have stuck to trying to do like Hercules shit and like shut the fuck up, he would have had a better career. Really, I think so. I think if he just would have been like, look, guys, let's just do Hercules forever, man. All right, like I'm sure Lucy Lawless would have done it. I'm sure he could have even popped up in fucking Spartacus and shit, and had like a couple seasons there. The problem, people like Kevin Sorbo, is the same thing. It's just it's their religion, man. Not even so much like conservatism and shit. It's like the religion gets in the way of everything. So what's going on, Stephen Ortega? What's going on, Music Man? How you doing? Let's see here. Any word on Argyle 2? And it's not happening. The movie bombed, got torn apart by critics, and went to Apple TV Plus, where I don't know if it went very well. I don't know if it went very well. Henry Cavill, too old, Parallax yells out. Yeah, I know. He's old. I've said that. You got to remember that I am the one who said that Henry Cavill was too old to play Superman on Superman Day, and TMZ wrote a whole ass article about it. Now, this happened months before Black Adam. This is 2022. This happened months before Black Adam came out, months before that cameo. All right. And it was right around the time that they were talking to James Gunn about him coming in and taking over DC, because that was a months-long process. Now, I'm not saying that James Gunn reads TMZ. I have no way of knowing if that's true or not. I'm not saying that somebody close to James Gunn reads TMZ. I have no way of knowing if that's true or not. But what I am saying is that the only thing that was ever talked about from any kind of major publication about Henry Cavill being too old to return to the role of the Man of Steel was TMZ, where they were quoting my tweet. So am I saying that I am responsible for Henry Cavill losing out on the role of playing Superman again? I don't know if I can answer that question honestly. I have no idea. I don't think so, but it's like, come on. You guys got to admit there's some smoke there. There's some fucking smoke there. All right. That's all I'm saying. There's that. Here we go. Cavill's Voltron is going straight to streaming. We don't even know if he's the lead of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know if Henry Cavill is the lead of Voltron. We know next to nothing about that movie outside of who is starring in it and that they're putting it on streaming. But I'm telling you this right now. If Masters of the Universe does well, I think they'll reconsider that. And I think that Masters of the Universe is going to be undercut by Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 6, right? It's like putting those movies next to each other is going to be a tough, tall order, because they're not competing against different markets. They literally are competing for the same demographic. So I think I mentioned this in my Supergirl Might Flop video from earlier today. But what I was talking about with that, if you didn't listen to that, which is okay, is that, like, by and large, if you look at the demographic breakdown of Mandalorian, for example, it's aimed at families, right? Families are showing up. Disney spent years marketing Grogu. That was the indicator that got people in the door. People want to see the puppet. All right, cool. Great movie too, but that's it. So then you've got that, and they're going to supposedly have like a $40 to $50 million second weekend. which would then put it at like, if it has a $50 million, second weekend, that's more or less a 50% drop from Memorial Day, the year, before that. But if they're going only by the 3-day numbers and not the full holiday weekend numbers, that's only like 83 million, 82 million, I think. So if it gets 50 million in its second week after like an 82 million, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's insane. Like that's less than 50%. And that's a really good fucking hold. If that happens, I got no fucking idea. Backrooms is supposedly going to do pretty well this weekend, but again, that's going to appeal to an entirely different audience base. That's not appealing to families. That's appealing to people who spend way too much time on the internet and like liminal spaces. Looks good, by the way. I'm not shitting on the movie. But then you get Scary Movie 6, and then you also get Masters of the Universe. Now, Masters of the Universe is going to be very similar, I think, to Mandalorian and Grogu in the sense that it's going to be another movie for fathers to take their sons or their daughters, because that's going to be a big thing where those of us who grew up in the early 80s, who are from the early 80s, we remember what life was like with the Ewoks. We remember what life was like with He-Man. We remember what life was like with Saturday morning cartoons. We remember all of these fucking things. And He-Man supposedly really good. The reviews on it so far are pretty good. Scary Movie 6, I believe, is also going to hit quite a bit in regards to good reviews and nostalgia as well, especially the fact that the people who were like in their teens in the year 2000 when the first one came out are going to now be middle-aged and have children themselves, and they're going to think, you know what, they could probably go see this movie because, quite frankly, all it is just language and dirty jokes. They've probably already seen worse on TV. And I say that because when I was working at the drive-in movie theater, I would tell parents that would come in to see R-rated movies with their kids that this is a violent movie or whatever, and oftentimes what I would get back was they see worse on TV. Well, actually, the reality of that is back then they didn't, but it's something that parents still believed, so it is what it is. So my theory on it is that Masters of the Universe is going to pull in families very, not quite like The Mandalorian and Grogu, but I do think it's going to tap that market, and it's going to do so a week, I think 2 weeks before Toy Story, right? Oh no, sorry, because we got Disclosure Day next week as well, and then after that, or when is Disclosure Day? Because I know Disclosure Day got early. Let's see, early reactions came on in. When does it come out though? I think it comes out June 12th. So that comes out the week after Masters of the Universe and Scary Movie 6. Okay. So that's what we're getting with that. And then you've got Toy Story 5. So you've got Disclosure Day is not going to be a family movie. We'll talk about Disclosure Day here in a minute. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to get a fair amount of bleed over from Mandalorian and Grogu over to Masters of the Universe, which will then hold a little bit in order to make way for Toy Story 5, which is then going to fucking dominate. And that's going to have such a massive opening weekend that there's no way that Supergirl coming out the following week is going to be able to even compete with that. We're talking like Toy Story 5 will probably be number 1 for its opening and second weekend. Supergirl will definitely come in number 2 or maybe number 3 on its first weekend. If it comes in number 2, that's not bad because it's against Toy Story 5. So like, what do they expect? If it comes in number 3, that's a big fucking problem. But I don't think Toy Story 2 is going to have enough, I don't think Supergirl is going to have enough competition to not be number 2 in its opening weekend. If they're saying somewhere around like $40 to $50 million, which I think is a tall fucking order to be fair, then you're looking at like, something along those lines. Again, Superman did pretty well last year, but that was also like Superman, right? That's A-list DC character, right? Most recognizable superhero character in the world, everyone tells me, but still can't make so much money as Batman. And then it still, didn't do very well overall. I mean, it did well. Okay, I'm not going to poo-poo it. It did well. All right. So, well, Steve Mo here's asking, how well will Scary Movie 6 do with families? Pretty damn well, right? That's the thing. That's going to be a thing, because I think that's going to do pretty damn well with families. Maybe not white families, but definitely like Black and Latino families, I think are going to do very well. And the Latino market already is the number one movie going market out there. But the reason why I say that is not because I'm trying to be like racist or whatever, because I'm not. The idea there is that, like, in many ways, like again, the cultural aspect of Scary Movie is going to, is going to like more or less kind of open the door, right? Like, what you're going to get with this Scary Movie. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be it's sexual in nature. It's going to be, gross out humor. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. It's going to be all of these things. We know this because we've seen them before, right? Now we can disregard Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5 as we should. But 1 and 2 are fucking classics, right? Are absolutely fucking classics. And as a result of them being classics, you're going to get people that are going to go, okay, like I said, like I was just saying, parents will look at that and go like, I saw this when I was younger. It's really not that bad, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to like throw some dongs around. Okay. We've already seen like in Scary Movie 1, they have a photograph of that guy with the baby dick. Okay. So you see baby dick in that one. Okay. Like, the opening of that movie has like Carmen Electra getting like her boob implant pulled out with the fucking, when she gets stabbed, like Drew Barrymore. All that kind of stuff is there. Dewey, fucking putting his dick in a fucking, vacuum cleaner, right? Like that joke has lived on for a quarter century. There's a lot with these movies that are going to end up pulling in a lot of people. I think it's going to do real well, especially because 1 and 2 are just, they're fucking classics. They're absolutely classics. And I think it'd be amazing if Miramax or whoever the fuck owns Scary Movie now would put 1 and 2 back in theaters, even if for one night to do a double feature or some shit like that, to watch those movies back to back and then go off and have number 6. I first started working at the drive-in in the summer of 2001 when Scary Movie 2 came out. And I'm telling you right now, dude, the audience lost their shit at that movie all the fucking time. You could this is when you're outdoors and you're hearing people vocally laugh their ass off. Like when they get to the mansion in number 2 and they use the door knocker, but it's a pair of balls. And when they slam it, you hear a guy crying out in pain, right? Like little sight gags like that. It's going to be kind of crazy. Let's see. Hold on. This all depends if Scary Movie is good. It's a huge drop. If it sucks, wait, what? If it sucks, it's huge drop off. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Let's see. John says, I've never watched Scary Movie 1 and the rest. I guess I have to give in if it's in the theater. I mean, that's only if it's in the theater. They haven't said anything. I'm saying this is what I would do. But I mean, the hype levels for millennials that are like, I would say the hype level for millennials on this one is pretty high. All right. Whereas like He-Man is going to be a mixture of boomers, Gen Xers, and elderly millennials and zennials and whatnot. But again, like it's going to, again, He-Man was my childhood. Scary Movie was my adolescence. So that makes a lot of sense. So let's see here. Apparently comedy is legal according to Elon. So they should make more than Avatar 1, 2, and 3. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mo? I don't even fucking know I don't even know what you're saying. What are you saying? Did I like Mando and Grogu? My opinion on people being negative about the movie. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, Steven. I do have a review of the movie up. It's over on Podio Commentary. So and it's over on that one right now. But I'll tell you what I think about it. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. I took my 8-year-old daughter to go and see it. We had a good time. I have some complaints with some of the pacing, but then again, that is first watch pacing issues. Okay. The first time you watch something, you're going to be in it. And if something pulls you out of it, you're going to be out of it. And in the case of this movie, something happens that pulls you out of it, but it makes sense character-wise. And so now that I know that it's there, now that I know what is waiting for me and all of that stuff, then I know what to look for and I know what to expect. And therefore it will be easier for me to watch it again and to be prepared for that scene and then to truly appreciate that scene for what they're trying to do. Because that scene is not just, hey, let's stop the plot dead in its tracks, because it's not stopping the plot dead in its tracks. It's slowing everything down because now we're from a different character perspective And that character perspective has to go through the trials and tribulations that characters have to go through in order to grow by the end of the movie. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. I think it was fun. I think the soundtrack is amazing. I like all the Star Wars references in it. Especially the hollow chess part was really great. There's a lot of good stuff about that movie. And then there's some stuff that definitely shows you that they raced to write a script and shoot this movie in a year, because that's effectively what happened. Is Disney announced it more or less without really saying anything about it to Jon Favreau, who then had to, put down season 4 of The Mandalorian and then go and write this movie and shoot this movie super quick on more of what you could argue would be a shoestring budget for something of its size. Get the damn thing done and then get the damn thing out in order for it to take the heat off a Star Wars starfighter, right? Like, okay, it's kind of like, I guess, best way to describe it would be like this. Has there ever been a girl you wanted to have sex with, right? And like, let's say you're a virgin and there's a girl you want to have sex with. And she is down to have sex with you, right? She's like, she's down for it, but you're a virgin. She finds out you're a virgin. She's like, I don't want that responsibility. And you're like, what are you talking about? Like, I just want a bone. She's like, no, I totally want a bone, but I just don't want that responsibility. Like, yeah, but like, does it matter? Does it really matter? Like, if you're my first or not? Like, yeah, I just don't want that responsibility. Some people don't want that, right? Any guy here who's a virgin, who's been around for a while, knows what I'm talking about. Right. It happened to friends of mine. Like, it's just like that whole notion of like, yeah, I like you. I do want to, but like, I just don't want that responsibility. And so then you got to go and you got to find someone to knock it out. Right. You got to basically go and kind of like clear that side quest to open up the pathway to the main mission. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of what Mandalorian and Grogu is. The Mandalorian and Grogu is just fucking losing your cherry, popping that cherry to get ready for Star Wars Starfighter, which I think it might not actually work out the best way. What we're talking about here, okay, think of it like this. Think of it like this. Here's actually, I can use this as an example. American Pie, Jim, he wants Nadia, right? Nadia's down for that, but Jim, buddy, oh boy, he can't handle the stress, and he just fucking, he just loses it, right? So then he hooks up with what's her, Allison Hannigan. What was her character name? Flute Girl. Let's just call her Flute Girl for right now. I don't know why I can't remember her name. Hooks up with her. Then in the second movie, right, he's got the opportunity because Nadia wants to come see him, but he's still like wanting to go and be with the Flute Girl because she actually liked him for who he was. So my whole part of bringing that thing up is like, we don't know how Starfighter is going to do. We don't know if Starfighter is going to be Nadia or if the Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be Flute Girl. Does that make sense? Because that's kind of where we are right now. It's like, I'm thinking that even though Sean Levy and fucking Ryan Gosling and, big Sean Levy film, Sean Levy makes crowd pleasing movies, but is it going to scratch that itch like Flute Girl? Let me know if you guys get what I'm saying. You feel like I'm being called out. I'm not calling you out specifically, Mo. I'm not calling you out for like being a virgin. I don't know if you are or not. I'm just simply pointing out that to some people, that's kind of the whole point. Anyway, women don't want to be a one pump dump. Women don't want to be a one pump dump. That one. Yeah, there's things you do, John, to get to that point. If you want to build up your stamina, okay, so you're not a one pump chump. Okay, but even if you're like, even if you've had sex before, if you're having sex with someone new, it's still having sex with someone new. Every time you have sex with someone new, it's basically like losing your virginity all over again. Yeah, you might have a better idea for like how to handle the map, but it's almost like playing a game where every time you go into a new round, you get like different starting gear, and sure, you might have a general understanding of how the starting gear works, but you don't know everything. Right? So it's going to be different every fucking time. And plus every vagina is different, guy. Some vaginas are like antlers, you know what I mean? Or like deer, right? Gazelles. They're sleek. They're minimalistic. They come very quickly because they're just easily simulated, right? Then you get some that are like bears. Giant hairy bears, because there's hairy too, but then like they're deep and they're cavernous, and they take a lot more work to get to the point of where they finish. Okay, so it's really just learning the territory of the map that you're on. But every time you do it with somebody new, you're learning a new playing field. So and there's nerves and there's expectations and there's all of those things that go into it. Why am I having this conversation with you guys on the internet? That's my question. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, Spherical Man says 2 disappointments in Mando and Grogu. Filoni's cameo took me out of the movie, and no end credits artwork. Okay, I mean, then end credits artwork I'll agree with you on, but Dave Filoni's cameo was perfectly fine. For me, it was the hat was different. The hat was different. It was a different hat than what Trapper Wolf would usually wear, but I really enjoyed seeing the other directors from season 1 pop on up. That was pretty cool. Pussies are like snowflakes. You never know what you're going to get. There you go. Yep. This is here says there's a lot of stuff people don't know, like what the third faction is in HWAD. Exactly. Whatever that might fucking mean. I have no fucking idea. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Anyway. All I'm saying is there's a lot going. Where am I even going with any of this? Right? I'm so off topic now. Fucking Jesus. But dear are aliens. Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Hold on. You never know if you're getting a knife in the back while you sleep it off. Again, what are you talking about? Is that a quote from something I don't know about? Anyway. So let's talk about Disclosure Day. How about that? Okay. Speaking of aliens. So Disclosure Day, big movie coming out. Big Spielberg movie. They're saying the best film of his in 20 years. Early reactions are in. Okay. A couple people here. Bill Bria. Don't know who the fuck this guy is, but it's his Twitter account. Who's this guy? Oh, he writes for Slash Film. Here we go. He writes for Slash Film. Discussing film, The Hollywood Crooked Marquee, Dread Central, right? This guy must live in LA. But again, it's like any Slash Film owned by Valnet now. Or some other. No, they're not owned by Valnet. But they are definitely slot machines now. Discussing film is fucking garbage. Let's be fair. All right. Anyway, he says here, Disclosure Day is the weirdest movie Spielberg ever made. Complimentary, breathtaking compositions. David Koepp's X-Files meets the Bible script as one big high-wire act. Emily Blunt's most accomplishing performance. John Williams' best score in years. Riveting movie stuff. Now, this is what bothers me right here. This is what got me right here. X-Files meets the Bible. I don't like that one bit. I don't know what it means, but I don't like it one bit. Because of this whole thing about disclosure, I was looking up what Spielberg had said about this. What did I had it. Yeah. Great. I had it definitely on the thing, but I had a conversation with Grok about it earlier, and it's just kind of being a dick. Oh, great. Anyway. So, better than the Fablemans? I doubt it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like when Spielberg produced a miniseries on Sci-Fi Channel called Taken. Oh, yeah, I can see you were talking about that one there. Okay, he goes on to say here, it's just so invigorating and refreshing in this day and age to walk into a sci-fi thriller and have some idea of its topics and themes, but no clue where it's going. I was hooked from minute 1 and it never let go. So that's definitely like a good thing to say about it, I guess. Germaine Lucier says, I love Disclosure Day, a dense roller coaster ride blending chase film, love story, and mystery all wrapped in sci-fi wonder. It's Spielberg's best film in 20 years, filled with all the magic that makes his film so special, plus an all-time character performance by Emily Blunt. Again, these are just reactions here. And then you've got Stephen Weintraub from Collider. Says here, in a shock to absolutely no one, Spielberg has delivered another towering home run with Disclosure Day. I could go on and on about what I love, but I was lucky enough to see the movie knowing almost nothing, and I strongly recommend you do the same. Stop watching the trailers. One thing I will say, Emily Blunt is incredible. I know big summer movies aren't usually this kind of performance that gets award season attention, but once people see what she does in this. All right. So, I mean, obviously they're all saying that it's good without going into much details. All right. Drew Taylor here, who writes for The Wrap, says, I can't remember the last time I loved a Spielberg movie as much as Disclosure Day. Thrilling, funny, deeply emotional, and impeccably acted. Emily Blunt in particular is astounding, full of mystery and wonder. It proves that nobody does it quite like Spielberg, which is, look, Spielberg and Aliens it's a key thing. Okay. Right. It's a key thing. We know all about that sort of stuff. Right. But for me, my issue with a lot of this has more to do with like, I just, the Bible thing bothers me. It does. It really bothers me. I'm not a religious person. Okay. I'm not a religious person, and I don't mind there being religious themes in media. Okay. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you can't ever have that. No, I'm not there at all. But the thing that I'm kind of wondering about this, based upon what I was reading, was that this movie feels more to me like Steven Spielberg and David Koepp writing more about their morality, their mortality versus anything else, because both men are up there. Spielberg's, I think, 70s, late 70s, right? How old is David Koepp? David Koepp is, he's 62 years old. Okay. Steven Spielberg is 79 years old. All right. And they've been working together for a long time, and Spielberg's also been using the same cinematographer for a long time. He uses, this is the ET's coming back for Elliot. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an ET reference in this. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a towering, a tower of mashed potatoes that looks like a certain geographical landmark in Wyoming. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of connection there. But to me, this feels like there's some elements of this that are touching upon the, like where we stand in the universe, right? And so if you're writing a story about aliens and disclosure and where we stand in the universe, and then you're trying to find a way to tie it into religion, that's a swing. And unless you're saying that we were put here by aliens and that's where religion comes from and everything else, then that's going to be a hard pill to swallow. This film feels like a rehash of Signs and Close Encounters. Maybe it does. I mean, I don't really get Signs vibe. Well, I get a little bit of Signs. I get like, I'll tell you this. I don't get the vibes I get from Signs are like not what Signs was. Like Signs was creepy. This feels kind of like, based on the trailers, it looks to me like they're trying to pull off some kind of like miracle. You know what I mean? Like when they're standing outside the house and there's like all the fucking animals show up there, and you can even get like a deer popcorn bucket. All right. Like it's kind of a weird thing with this. I don't know how true it is. I saw this earlier today. Let me just double check if this is the case or not, because let me see. I got to find it. Yeah, here we go. So apparently, and this is apparently not artificial intelligence, this is the popcorn bucket for Disclosure Day. Fucking Bambi shit, dude. I should have Ty on when I do Disclosure Day discussion. Yeah. I haven't talked to Ty in a while. It's been a minute since I was on his podcast. Nothing like Signs. I think he's talking about the vibe, or maybe aliens coming to Earth or whatever the fuck it is. But for me, it's just not a big deal. I don't know, man. Maybe I just have such an aversion to religion, and I'll admit I have a very big aversion to religion. I don't like it. I think it's a net negative on our entire culture. It's a net negative on our entire society. It is done nothing but lead to the suffering of so many people, despite the good that some of it has done. All right, I'm not going to lie. Like in regards to like local people helping out locally, that's a good thing. People doing things for just to be kind is a good thing. But as a whole, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. So, there's that. But I also want to show you guys this, because we'll move on. He just had Luigi, director of the Bob. I don't know who the fuck any of those people are. I don't know. I know I'm not part of the disclosure, the UAP disclosure community. I don't know who these people are, man. I have no fucking idea. He could be like, you could be like Ty interviewed a person who has, physical evidence of being probed anally by aliens, and their story is everywhere. And I'd be like, I've never heard of this person. So, anyway. Let's see here. There's a technical difficulties with the stream. I can't. It is can't I large the letters on the screen? I don't know what you're talking about there. Anyway, the aliens farm and harvest us. There we go. Bob Lazar is a big deal in real alien disclosure. I mean, I think I've heard the name, but I legitimately have no fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fine, Eric. Go ahead. Again, it's not my area of expertise or my area of interest. All right. Do I think aliens are real? Yeah. I think it's a big enough fucking universe out there where some form of life has formed and it would be considered alien to us because it's not here. I mean, for crying out loud, we called people who lived in Mexico who came over the border illegal aliens for like decades. Pardon. All right. We said that for decades. Now we say undocumented because it's nicer, but we said illegal aliens for like the longest time, and so as a result of that, to us, anything that's not from this planet is considered alien, even if it's a fucking single cell amoeba. And so, there's that. Supposedly the real alien disclosure is supposed to bring you to inconsolable tears. There you go. I'm ignoring the main characters. What are you talking? I don't even care. You can email me at, I think it's, $3bucktheater@gmail.com. So anyway, this is why Mr. Matt Jarbo had to change his glasses to be able to read. No, this is why you need to buddy, you got to learn how to actually format a sentence. I'm trying to read your sentence out loud for the first time. Do I think that Spielberg will do a cop-out ending for Disclosure Day? I think if he did a cop-out ending for Disclosure Day, I think it would already be known. I don't think the critics would be sucking his dick as much because they don't. I mean, that is unless it taps right into fucking Close Encounters. But I don't think Richard Dreyfuss is going to show up at the end of this, although I do think that would be hilarious if it did. So, are you talking about signs in the story of the characters, of like the priest who lost his faith? Well, yeah, sure. So. Wait, nope. Actual disclosure is different. This is the start of repayment for the Are you insane? What are you talking about? Repayment for the DNA that saved the alien's life. I don't even know what. Okay, John, stop. I don't even care. Bro, you're off on some weird shit. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. What made Jimmy Carter cry? This is why I hate chat. Like, I mean, I love you guys chatting. This is why I hate reading the chat when it's like one thing at a time and it comes in slow. So then I only see like the one thing. And then I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because either you're responding to something I said 5 minutes ago or you're trying to tell me a whole fucking dissertation at one line at a time. Okay. What if at the end of Disclosure Day, E.T. arrives with an invasion army? That'd be pretty based. I'd be okay with that. All right, so here's something that I haven't watched yet. This is the teaser trailer for Primetime. It's a movie where Robert Pattinson is playing the guy from Take a Seat. What's his name? Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator.
Come on in.
What would have happened if I wasn't here? You see how this looks, right? At the end of the day, the man must be held accountable for the decisions that he makes. Do you agree? Do you watch television? Well, there's something you should know. I'm Chris Hansen.
This kid says predator.
For the Dayline NBC. And you're about to be a part of television history.
Or can it be the #1 show on TV?
It doesn't really sound. It sounds like Robert Pattinson attempting to do a very feminized version of Heath Ledger's Joker voice. Do you want to hear how I got these scars? take a seat, sort of thing. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. I don't know. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, hold on. Jimmy Carter, when he wanted to disclose alien information to the public, supposedly he was told and broke down for days. He then didn't want the info to be released. Come on, man. Come on. It's going to be better than the Batman 2. Shut up, dude. You know you lying. You know you lying. All right. The most annoying thing is when certain religious groups call the alien demons in disguise. I think it's a psyop, but I do believe in aliens. I believe that we're not the only ones out here. I think when we look up in the sky, you know, and we see the stars at night, that's not instantaneous in front of us, right? What we're looking at are light from a past time. It's an old time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's so far, so vast in distance that eventually there is going to be planets that exist in a Goldilocks zone, that you're going to find other planets that are going to have, you know, the right elements to inhabit life, you know, and it's entirely possible that all the alien crashes that we've had here in this world are just billionaires from other planets where those guys wanted to leave. They came here and then they died. So let's see here. Why call it prime time when ABC is associated with that title on that NBC? I don't know. Will Emily Blunt get an anal probe by the aliens? I don't even know. If she does, well then, goddamn, that would go for a lot of money on OnlyFans. So there is tech that sidesteps the distance between stars. I mean, if you're talking about the concept of folding space, which is effectively the idea of like a warp drive or hyperdrive or some shit like that, I don't think we're fully there yet, John. I think they might have, if we don't even have a colony yet on the moon. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have a colony yet on the moon. And they've got technology that can fold space and time. Right? Like, I mean, I could see that happening if we were like predetermined for an imminent destruction, right? There's an asteroid coming, solar flare, something we could chart in the distance, you know, but you have got telescopes now that are consumer grade that can see fucking Jupiter, right? Or Saturn or some shit like that, pretty decently. So if there was a disturbance in the cosmos, something big headed our way, you know, like a gigantic planet 8 times the size of Earth that was on a 3,600-year path around the solar system, we would eventually see it, right? I'm talking about planet Nibiru. You know, which is a great fucking mystery, by the way. The whole thing from Zechariah Sitchin in the 70s was great, right? I remember watching videos about that on YouTube back in 2006, 2007, fucking losing my shit because I'm like, God, this feels so real, but it's not. So we don't want you colonizing my land. What are you talking about? Anyway, what was the great alien horror movie a couple years back on Hulu that was awesome? Is it No One Is Coming to Save You? I think that's the one. I haven't seen it, but I saw it pop up the other day. The one I like to reference is, and I don't know if anyone here has seen it. I don't know if anyone here has seen the one I'm thinking of here, but it's, let's see here. Incident at Lake County. Yeah, here we go. So this right here.
What? They're leaving.
This is a movie.
Oh, wait, what are those lights?
Called Incident at Lake County. Or the McPherson
But they're
tapes.
leaving now, right?
Oh, it's a 1080p upscale. So this was aired on TV, by the way, back in the 90s. This was aired on TV. And it's about a family that's, you know, they have this found footage thing where they're at their house and like aliens are like land in like the field next to the farmhouse. You know, and that's kind of the whole point. What was really funny though is I'm trying to see if I can get a better shot of her. If they got here, because the actress Emmanuel Shikri, I think this is it right here. Is this the bathroom scene? Right here, yeah, right. So this gets a little creepy, but like in this was like unedited. There are unedited versions of this that are out there, but like, see what's going on. I have no idea. They're talking.
Right, your mom's in the other room.
See, look at that. Like, he's just sucking on her titty. See, and that is, by the way, the actress. That is the actress Emmanuel Shikri from the film Snow Day. A couple years later, by the way. I just remember seeing that back in the 90s when this came out. But anyway, you get the guys up here. They're freaking out. They get to the room. Did they have the final shot here? Is it just okay?
Is she gonna play Rose?
I thought the final shot was in the bedroom. Because there was a shot. Did it cut? Does it cut it off? Hold on.
Rosie!
I remember there being a different shot. But like the aliens come on in and then, you know, destroy the tape and then like that's where it ends, right? But it's like this was something from like this is free on YouTube. Yeah, it aired on like UPN. I think it aired on either UPN or Fox. There are multiple edits of it. Yeah. I thought it was like the only one. I thought I was like the only one who ever saw it. That's the thing I miss about the 90s, man. You'd find this weird shit and you wouldn't know if you're the only one that saw it because like no one else could ever talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like no one else could ever really see it. I should remake this. I don't want to remake this. I do my own alien invasion with like blackjack and hookers. That's what I would do. I do blackjack and hookers, man. It'd be a lot more fucking fun. But anyway, what do we got? All right, so Spider-Man, was it how is what's it called? Fucking Spider Noir doing? Anyone watch that one yet? UPN still exists? Nope. Didn't UPN and like didn't that merge with like the CW or something, right? Isn't that isn't that how it became the CW? Because it was just Warner Brothers TV, I think. Yeah, the final shot was in the bedroom, the money shot. Yeah, right. We're like, yeah, like that one right there. I remember there being the final shot. This one doesn't have the final shot of that one there. You know, or maybe it does, but they just cut to some other stuff. I got, you know, this. Well, hold on. This is one of the tapes of it. So, okay, I can get it free with ads over here. Hold on. Let's see if we can find it. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. American Genre Film Archive. Bleeding Skull. Oh, I love that too. So 90s. Look at that fucking shit. From 1948 to 1969, the United States government conducted UFO investigation. Whatever. Okay, we already know about this. I want to find the good shit. Where's the bedroom? Because this is the yeah, this is totally different ending. What the fuck? All right. Does this one have the money shot in the room?
I'm gonna close the windows. I'm gonna double bolt to make sure they're
No,
locked.
this one doesn't have the money shot in the room. This is the one that's on YouTube. Like this is the official YouTube movies section.
Okay, they're all locked.
I mean, I appreciate the idea here of just putting the camera down and then letting it shoot and then having the audience just kind of deal with the uncomfortability of it. I do enjoy that. But at the same time, it's like, this is just going on for too long. But they're doing that on purpose for the uncomfortability. Okay, here we go. What are they even doing at that point? Are they just like talking? 50 minutes to 59 minutes, like nothing there. What is happening? This is like the ending of the last broadcast. Oh, there we go. Is that the door? Is that the door to the bedroom? Okay. See, that's definitely better. Then what the fuck are we looking at then? It's supposed to end with the brother frozen in place floating. What is the money shot? Yeah. That was a money shot joke. Show the part where the aliens laser the cat. Isn't that's towards the beginning, isn't it? Where they laser the I think it's right around here. Let's see. No, like seriously, for like the longest time I thought I was like the only person that saw this. Because I caught it on like Fox or UPN one night or whatever the fuck. I think it was Fox. It was Fox in Oregon. It might have been UPN elsewhere.
What happened? I don't know. We got light. Hey, what about the fuses? We don't know. It's not working.
Okay, let's see. You gotta love that they're like
spaceship, Mike. Man, no, it isn't. No way. Bullshit. It's not a spaceship.
It's a fucking spaceship. Look at that thing. They can't see us at all because of the lights.
No way, man. I gotta go see. Holy shit. There's nobody around. There's no one around. Wait up, man. Wait up. Dude, I lost it. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. I want to find just the ending. Ending. Let's see if we can find the actual one. Indie movie mistaken for real UFO. Yeah. That was definitely a thing there. The abduction, this is the ending of it that we were just kind of looking at. Alien abduction incident at Lake County. Oh God, look at that. Oh, UPN next Tuesday, 9 p.m., 8 p.m. Central. This is the trailer for it. Oh God. Did they have? Oh wait! This is the alien This is the alien one here. This is the ending. This is the ending shot, right? This is the one. This is the fucking one. No, God damn it! But that fucking shot of him in the fucking bedroom, man. Hold on.
Tommy! Oh God!
The light! You guys, the light!
Come on,
we have to go!
Come on! Mom, Linda, move that! Okay, come on! Okay, let's just stay here. Just stay here.
She's like, so she goes full final girl mode. Yeah, Tommy, there's a fucking alien, and you've got a goddamn fucking film camera with a bright ass goddamn fucking bulb right in my fucking face, and I'm holding a shotgun, and I can't see fucking shit.
Stop.
Yeah, this doesn't have it, but they have it on the fucking cover, man. The fucking thumbnail has got that fucking shot. God damn it. This is the shot right here, man. The fucking at the end, because he's in the room. If I remember correctly, in the room. Right? Like he's in the room and like the door shuts behind him and the alien is behind the door. I remember, yeah. You remember that they mistook this as a real event. I mean, like in the 90s, what you guys got to remember is that in the 90s, you know, we believed shit. Right? Like we believed shit in the 90s. And so seeing this on TV, people did think it was real. They absolutely thought that it was real. And so that to me is one of the more fascinating aspects of everything involving that, is that we are looking at this this whole situation where, you know, you've got like this believability factor of everything. This film was released in 1989. That's crazy. No, this film was released in 1988. This is when it came on TV, not 1989. This is way before Blair Witch, No Recognition. It's not way before, it's a year before Blair Witch. If this came out in 1998 on TV, okay, which means, and Blair Witch didn't hit until fucking 1999. July of 1999 is when that movie, you know, hit theaters, but the marketing for that kicked up, you know, a few months prior. So this actually predates, you know, this predates the Blair Witch Project, but it was on television, you know. It's kind of like, I know I've talked about this before, the last broadcast. All right. So like the last broadcast, you know, I think we've this movie here was made for $900 back in, I want to say 1990. This is here 1998. It didn't hit video until the fall of 1999. It actually came out on video I want to say like September, October of 1999, like not long. It was right after Blair Witch hit theaters because we were advertising this at my Hollywood Video. Okay. And so like this guy here, he's doing a story about two buds who do, who want to search for the Jersey Devil out in New Jersey, and they end up going out into the woods. And the whole documentary is pretty fucking good. In fact, but I don't want to spoil the ending. The ending is bad. All right. Like the ending is not good. All right. Say in the 90s in the Eddie Vedder voice. In the 90s. All right, there you go. Anyway, were there no I don't know if there were commercials or not. I don't remember. No, I think it was a 2-night event. The Wikipedia says the McPherson tape released in 1989. That's not accurate. Because there's no way that Emmanuel Shakri was fucking, hold on. Okay, let's see here. Hold on. All right, she was born in 1975. Okay? So she's this actress right here. Okay, born in 1975. Hard to think that she's fucking 50 considering she was in Snow Day in like 2000. So she was literally 24 years old playing a high school fucking girl. And anyway, my whole point though is that the McPherson tape, which she is in, shows her titties. So she would not have been 14 years old showing her titties. All right. That's all I'm saying on that one. But here, we'll take a look at her films. Go back down. Wait. Or am I wrong? She wasn't in that movie? No, she was in that movie. Maybe I was wrong. Was her first kind of one of her first big movies, Detroit Rock City? No, it would have been TV. 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 Ha 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 ha. Would have been TV. There we go. 1998, alien abduction incident in Lake County. She was Renee. And in 1998, she would have been 23 years old. She's in the film. Dude, she's in the film. She's in the film. Incident at Lake County, right? Unless they're calling it something different. Unless the McPherson tape is something fucking different. Is it something different? Oh, the film is a remake of the 1989 version by the same director. Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay, now we know. Now we're learning something here. We're learning something here. All right. She's basically 50. She is 50. Yeah, okay. It is a remake. This is a remake of the McPherson tape. So okay, originally titled in Australia, the McPherson tape is a 1998. This one, okay. Alien abduction incident at Lake County. All right. Which was originally titled that. It's a 1998 American pseudo-documentary horror film directed by Dean Aliotto. Originally aired on UPN January 18th, 1998. By the way, that was also a full 10 years to the day before the release of Cloverfield, because that came out on January 18th, 2008, which I kind of wonder if the two were in any way connected. There. That's kind of crazy, right? So this film is a remake of the 1989 version of the McPherson tape. Okay, so called UFO Abduction. Let's see here. Is there a trailer for it? All right. Let's see. Well, it would be just known as the AKA the McPherson tape. Let's see. We can find here. I'm Googling it. Okay, 1989. Okay, yeah, they renamed it to UFO Abduction. So let's see if we can find ourselves. Okay, here's, I guess, Tubi has got it. So this is the original McPherson tape from 1989, 1 hour, 4 minutes. Oh, okay. So this is the one okay, so this is the Australian one, what we are looking at. All right. So hold on. Do they all have Australian accents? Where's the fucking volume?
Keep her back.
Come on,
Get
stay
back.
in here. Tim Dog. It's okay. Michael, put that goddamn camera down.
I will.
I'm gonna wrap it around your neck.
All right, all right.
Wait, this is Australian, but they're speaking with Southern accents. I feel that's not good. Okay, so so what we were looking at was the McPherson tape. Okay, now we're getting to the bottom of this motherfucker. All right, now we're getting to the bottom of this shit. Okay, so now we're looking for alien abduction incident at Lake County. Okay, so this is this one now. All right, so yeah, look at this here. Right, again, there's Emmanuel Chirqui, whatever fuck her name is. All right, she's here. Like I said. Okay. The alien took my baby. The alien took my baby. It ate my baby. Put another fucking alien on the baby. There we go. Any woman over the age of 35 is basically 50. Say that to your wife and see what happens, my friend. So, okay. All right. Wow, we're dropping followers like people watching like crazy right now. That's kind of funny. It always happens when I go off on other tangents. So let's see. Okay. Where are we at here? All right. I want to find if there's a trailer. Here we go. So this is from Mubi. Why does Mubi have it? What do we got?
This program contains shocking and often disturbing images. Viewer discretion advised. The home video you are about to see documents an alleged case of alien abduction. A family from Lake County, Minnesota was reported missing by relatives on Thanksgiving weekend. A search of their remote farm produced some disturbing evidence and a 6-hour home videotape, including this chilling on-camera testimonial by 16-year-old Tommy McPherson.
My name is Thomas McPherson. We were attacked by aliens. I think they killed my brothers, Kurt and Brian McPherson. I don't want to die. I'm really afraid. I don't think we're gonna make it.
You are about to see excerpts from Tommy's video. Is his tape the most powerful evidence yet that aliens exist? Or is there some other explanation for the disappearance of the McPhersons? Since the original broadcast, an astonishing discovery. Static areas of the McPherson tape actually contain some amazing video. Now, with the help of digital enhancement using declassified military technology, we are able to show you what you couldn't see before. Is this digitally reconstructed video proof of an alien encounter? You be the judge as we try to make sense out of the videotape recovered from the family's abandoned home.
They want the events to stop. They're traumatized by the events. They have no idea why they're occurring.
It's a very frightening experience for these people.
We're leaving now.
Some Earthlings have indeed been abducted by aliens. We're dealing with the biggest story of the millennium.
Alien abduction incident in Lake County.
My God, that is a thing of fucking beauty. All right, so this is what we were just kind of looking at this. This is what they showed us. This is from somebody else has got this. I just want the ending. It's the same fucking ending though. Not him in the room, right? Not him in the room. Just has everyone back out there doing their thing. Maybe is this going to be the shot here of him in the room? Like they just, I don't know what happened. Where's the ending of this thing? Yeah, enhance, exactly. Yeah, this is the one you saw. The sister brings home a black boyfriend. Yeah, right. And her brothers are racist by the end. They put their just aside to fight the aliens and lose. Yeah, I mean, I remember that too. Let's see. Ahsoka for 5. Thank you. If aliens ever revealed themselves, I would enjoy how religious people would freak out, literally destroy everything they believe. I would enjoy the show. I think we all would enjoy the show. quite a bit if religious people found out that their sky god really isn't that kind of sky god. But I do want to find the now. See, now I'm on this thing, and I want to know where is incident in Lake County, bedroom ending. Okay. So it's like alternate, and here we go. Well, IMDb's kind of talking about the alternate here. What do they say? Okay, so Dean Aloto's director's cut runs a little over 91 minutes. The version was distributed on video in Europe. The full cut parts, Tommy's encounter with the alien, around the film's middle and ends with Rosie letting 3 aliens into the house, who then hypnotize and abduct the remaining family members. Okay, so this was so the full cut puts Tommy's encounter with the alien around the middle and ends with that. Okay. The version that which aired on UPN was cut down to 44 minutes and includes additional fake interviews from UFO enthusiasts to make it seem like a real documentary than a found footage film, though the actors are still listed in the credits. This cut places Tommy's testimonial at the end, which after is enhanced and transferred by aliens hiding. Oh, that's what it was. We were watching the fucking TV version of it. So we were watching the TV version of this fucking thing. No, I did not just Mandela myself. Okay. All right. Like, there's that. Look up the 2017 the Recall trailer. It has Wesley Snipes. Okay. I'll take a look at it here in a minute. So we got to find the TV version of it. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking with fucking gas. All right. Let's see here. Incident in Lake County TV special. Let's see what we're working with here. Can we find the full? Here we go. Broadcast. Oh, look at this.
This is a UPN special presentation.
So sexy. Look at this.
The home video you are about to see documents an alleged case of alien abduction. A family from Lake County, Minnesota was reported missing by relatives on Thanksgiving weekend. A search of their remote farm produced some disturbing evidence and a 6-hour home videotape.
Okay, so I just wanted, so what they did is they took an Australian found footage movie from 1989. They remade it. And what I can only assume is not even really America. Where did they shoot this thing at? It was, where'd they film it at? So the entire incident was recorded on a home video camera. After done, yeah. It does not say where they filmed it, but I'm assuming because I feel like a lot of the they shot this in Canada. If I had to guess, they shot this thing in, because everyone that I'm looking at here is all Canadian born, right? It's all Canadian actors. So they shot this in Canada. We just watched In Search of 2. No, we haven't done this In Search of 2 yet. In Search of 2 is currently being outlined. Okay. Where's the fucking, the ending there? Okay. I think this is it, right? Because okay, here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do the last few minutes of this. This is him in the bedroom. Yeah, right there. I have to give them credit for actually showing that and not just cutting it when we first see the glimpse of him.
This is how the tape ends at exactly 11:29 p.m. And the McPhersons haven't been seen or heard from since. When we come back, the new digitally reconstructed footage.
Commercial
is
break,
evidence
baby.
that aliens exist. Incident in Lake County. And now,
this is awesome.
The newly recovered footage you've been waiting to see.
Guard the light! Where's the light? Who was that?
On first viewing this tape, nothing was known about the 2 minutes and 41 seconds after this event. But when a sharp-eyed assistant editor noticed patterns in the video snow and audio noise, he was intrigued. Recently declassified military technology was used to recover the scrambled video data. This
recently recently released declassified military technology, guys. They fucking enhanced this shit. They fucking Blade Runner this shit. God, the quality's so fucking ass. God, you can't beat primetime in the 90s. This is... Like, you can't see anything, but you're still so gleefully intrigued. Wait, is that... Oh, that's his head. But it looks like an alien. Notice how it goes all silent. Notice how they've... Nothing's happening in this scene. We can't hear anything. You can't see anything. And it's like 3 minutes. If anything, this is meant to completely pad out the runtime.
I don't want to see it. Cover it up, I don't want to see that. It's gonna get out, lock it up.
They should remake this. Like, they should remake this. You know, still keep it lo-fi, but like film on like fucking like iPhone 16s or some shit. But still keep like the fucking the lighting works. I think the lighting is really good for just the flashlights for what it's able to do against like bouncing off the white walls. Did they shoot one? Is that what happened? They shoot.
He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. We put a fucking
downstairs now.
But questions remain. Could the white light be an alien probe? Digital enhancement shows the object's true three-dimensionality.
What the hell is it? What is it?
It's J.J. Abrams' first movie. Oh shit, yeah.
Were the McPhersons abducted by aliens? Computer enhancement gives us a better look.
What, Linda?
If real, was it extraterrestrial or something else?
What if it was an army of angry little people that dress as aliens, and then like that's how they rob and kill people? Oh, is this where they fucking murk the cow?
What are they doing, Brian?
It's looking right at me. Oh, they see us.
I remember this being freaky as shit back in the 90s. But then again, this came out, I was like, I was 16 when this came out.
Is
So,
this
you know.
video real or staged?
Either these aliens are unaware of standard ET security procedures, or this is a total hoax. These guys seem like they want to be caught on tape. The question is, who's behind it? Because I think we can safely say these are not the clever, elusive aliens we normally hear about from so-called UFO abductees.
Something is happening when thousands of us all have the same experiences.
If it's not real, I just think, you know, see how clever the disinformation machine is. You know, alien abduction fake for TV specials, so it makes us all look like a bunch of wackos.
I am convinced that something truly physical is happening to perhaps millions of people.
It's clear that the whole UFO phenomenon exists.
Forbes Riley.
Maybe there are aliens out there, but this whole abduction thing, I don't know if it's real.
The problem with things like videotapes and photographs now as evidence is that they can be doctored so easily.
I've never heard of a story like the McPhersons, but you only get to tell your story if you come back.
I think since thousands of people disappear every year, we cannot rule out that having happened. There may be earthlings in alien zoos or enjoying themselves in an alien playground. I don't know. But in general, of course, we get our information from people who come back.
My take on what the aliens are doing and why they're abducting people, at this point I could only speculate. They're very interested in our reproductive system. They're very interested in genetics.
These could be graduate students doing their thesis research on the DNA of earthlings as a class and looking for all the diseases.
And they could put them in a zoo. They could be in a playground.
It could be hybridization.
This is a very, very difficult and taboo subject still. And I think it's very important to bring this out into the open.
Sometimes I think
I love
these
it. I
stories
love
are
every
also
second of
made
it.
up. We cannot rule out the possibility of a hoax.
They don't want to think that some of us are telling the truth. There's this quote about reality. Reality is whatever doesn't go away when you stop believing in it.
We were attacked by aliens.
Were the McPhersons abducted by aliens? Is this new footage persuasive? Let us know what you think at upn.com.
That is awesome. That is so fucking awesome. You know what it reminds me of? Right? Remember it was Animal Planet Mermaid. Right? The mermaid fucking the mermaids, what is it? Yeah, mermaid documentary. Did you guys ever see this? Like the mermaids? Is this the one here? Do they have the full thing on here? Mermaids, the body found. Is this the Animal Planet one? I think so. Oh, what is this here? Season 1. Season 1, episode 1. This full length episode is available for. Fuck that! I ain't paying for that shit. But I think this is it. I think this is like they did the mermaid documentary, the Animal Planet mermaid one, right? Yeah, this guy here, right? When Animal Planet made up a bunch of stuff, they did like this mermaid, this feature-length mermaid documentary. And I remember I was in, oh God, I think this is around Memorial Day 2013. So like 13 years ago. So my grandmother passed away. And I was up in Oregon from California for the funeral. And we ended up watching it. That or it was around Labor Day 2012 when my sister turned 21. I forget which one. But this one is just like, is crazy as shit. But it's Animal Planet, so they probably are not going to like have it up there. For the full thing. I'd like to be able to find the full thing. So we can find it somewhere. Okay, so Mermaids, the Body Found is what it's called. Okay, here we go. All right, videos. The extended cut of the fucking mermaids. Fuck you, play. I don't want to buy it. Just play the goddamn thing. God. Fucking paywall shit. Anyway, we may not be able to do that, right? Although this is the trailer for it.
The teeth were a total mystery.
There were parts that looked like they might have been from a dolphin.
It had omnivore teeth. There are no marine mammals that are omnivores.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
What on earth is this? Scientists aren't supposed to believe in fairy tales. What we were looking at was a mermaid.
Mermaids, the Body Found, the controversial...
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Wait, hold on. There was something else I saw at the corner over here. There we go. No, damn it. Here we go. So okay. So this is the new trailer, and then we'll talk about the AI shit. But this is the new trailer for Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma from the writer-director of I Saw the TV Glow. I did not care for I Saw the TV Glow, but I'm interested in this one. This is a new trailer. This is coming out in August, actually, so just a little over 2 months.
Out here, there are certain nights when you just get this feeling that some psycho killer is gonna chop you up into a million little pieces. Oh, I like that feeling.
I don't want to make another dumb sequel in the Camp Miasma franchise. I don't want to make a remake of a remake of a remake. I want to make something that feels fresh and new.
She's amazing. Yeah. She's clearly the same person from Miasma 1, the final girl, but she's so much more.
How did you choose to live at the abandoned sleepaway camp from the first film?
Someone's gotta be here when little death comes back.
Little death isn't real.
Well, not with that attitude, he isn't. If you've seen his movies, you know he always comes back.
I was just thinking about what it's gonna feel like.
Losing your virginity?
No. Dying.
Where is it that you kids think you're going?
Sex seems so easy for so many people, but I've never been able to get there with someone else unless I'm really far away in my head.
Can you feel it? It's rising to the surface now.
Where?
It's happening! It's happening!
Camp Miasma.
All right. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, is it a Pyramid Head ripoff? Kind of. Is it gonna be? I don't know. All right. It just. I mean, look. Is it gonna be a metaphor for the female orgasm? Probably. You'll let Perp tell you all about this one. Yeah, he'll watch it. He'll definitely watch it. You know what I saw the trailer for last night that I thought was pretty cool. Let me find it real quick. There we go. I saw this trailer last night, and I thought it was pretty solid. It's for a movie called Victorian Psycho. Oops. There we go. Let me go back to the beginning here.
What is the most important thing in life?
Knowing good from evil.
But what is evil? Can you touch it? Can you smell it? Can you taste it on your tongue?
That is exactly as I thought. You have an organ of lust.
Can you feel it rolling around inside you? Squeezing hard. What was I saying? Kill them. Kill them all. The wretched whores do not deserve my something.
Now, what got me with that trailer was it looks good, but what got me about that was I was like, wait a minute, hold on here. Isn't that, if you've seen Wednesday season 2, the actress right here, that's Evie Templeton, I think is her name, and she plays Agnes, the new entry into the trio. Friends, and I was like, oh shit, it's Agnes. That's great. Like, that's fucking cool. That looks pretty good. That one I want to see. That one looks pretty solid. I'm definitely down for that. But let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about what's going to be going on with AI. So if you haven't seen this, I'm just going to let it play, and I want you guys to let me hear your thoughts.
You know what they never tell you about legends? They outlive the page. A good story doesn't belong to one moment. It grows, it changes, it gets passed from generation to generation, constantly evolving. Every great story starts with a hero. And just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean they don't have the same problems that you have. In reality, anybody can be a superhero. A superhero is just an ordinary person who found the courage to do extraordinary things. I used to be embarrassed because I was just a comic book writer. And then I began to realize entertainment is one of the most important things in people's lives. So for the creators, the ones dreaming, building, chasing that one great idea, as long as there are people who believe in it, who carry it forward, it lives on. With great power comes great responsibility. Excelsior!
The voice of Stan Lee, now yours to discover. Join 11 Labs today.
So yeah, that was also Michael Caine at the very end there. So like, what in the ever-loving fuck is that, right? That becomes a big question. What the hell is going on? Well, Deadline here says that Marvel mastermind Stan Lee's voice and likeness resurrected by AI company 11 Labs. Now, this is not the 11 Labs you have the ability to go and recreate Stan Lee's voice and make him say whatever you want, right? Because, I mean, let's be fair, the first thing we would hear coming out of that is a lot of anti-Semitism. That's exactly what would happen. But in this particular case, what they're doing is they are working with the Stan Lee estate. Okay, so the Marvel Comics mastermind voice and likeness will be resurrected by 11 Labs, the AI audio company valued at $11 billion earlier this year. Lee died in 2018, aged 95. Under a deal with the Stan Lee universe, a comic book creator's cloned voice will narrate some of his favorite books in the 11 Reader app. The Stan Lee Book of the Month Club will debut with Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island, with another 11 books being adapted over the coming year. Generated from historical professional recordings, Lee's voice will also be made available on 11 Labs' iconic voice marketplace. Oh shit, that's actually going to happen, right? Where users can request access to voices to create editorial and commercial content. Okay, listen, I'm fine if they want to get him to narrate a goddamn book. Okay, especially if it's stuff that's in the public domain, right? Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island, I believe I'm pretty certain is in the public domain. Okay, so that's fine. But if you're gonna like allow him to be available to like say certain things, even with the consent, it's definitely a tough one. You know what I mean? It's definitely a toughie because you're like, I don't know, man. I don't quite know. Like, again, like I said, you're gonna get a shit ton of anti-Semitism that comes out of this. Right? Furthermore, Lee's likeness will be available on 11 Labs' image and video marketplace, enabling users to create the kind of cameos that cemented his association with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Music has also been created inspired by the aesthetic and energy of his imagination. Wow, this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. This agreement underlines Hollywood's growing embrace of AI technology. 11 Labs has partnerships with the likes of Michael Caine, Liza Minnelli, and the estate of John Wayne. 11 Labs founder Mati Staniszewski told Deadline this month that there is a lot of interest in what this technology can unlock, but to be able to unlock it, you need to figure out how to bring the talent on board, and that's exactly what we're doing. If I recall correctly, isn't Liza Minnelli dead? No, she's not. She's still alive. Okay. So Michael Caine alive, Liza Minnelli alive, as John Wayne dead, Stan Lee dead. All right. But this is one of those things where like James Earl Jones sold his audio rights, voice likeness rights to Marvel, or sorry, not Marvel, but to Disney in order to do, Vader cameos and shit. It's kind of funny. Anyway. I've been on a roll for things. I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. Okay. Hold on a second. I got one more thing to get to, and then I'm going to get to your trailer. Okay. So, that's kind of crazy with what's going on, with all that. So now we get to the other part of today, which is kind of interesting. And that is that, Amazon Prime orders trio of animated series from new Gen I creators funds. Okay. I don't need to give you my information. Animationmagazine.net. Okay. So Amazon MGM Studios and Amazon Web Services announced today their Gen AI Creators Fund and its first greenlit projects, granting creators of all styles and backgrounds access to professional grade AI tools and funding. The fund brings together established filmmakers, digital creators, and the technology startups with the goal of producing high quality cinematic entertainment, right? So the first three ones are Cupcake and Friends from BuzzFeed Studios, which, by the way, was just purchased by some guy, sold to somebody else. So BuzzFeed is no longer BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is now going to become the new YouTube. You've got Love, Diana Music Hunters from creator Albie Hecht, Chief Content Officer at Pocket Watch, and Punky Duck from Jorge R. Gutierrez, The Book of Life, Maya and the Three, and I, Chihuahua. All three of these series will premiere on Amazon Prime Video at a future date. Now, this is all being powered by Project Nara. This is Amazon MGM Studios' purpose-built AI production platform for cinematic storytelling built on Amazon. It's Amazon Web Services. Project Nara is used exclusively by Amazon MGM Studios and by creators selected for the Gen AI Creators Fund. So it's offering a collaborative production workspace for animation and live action production. So this is Punky Duck right here, which it looks, it looks very AI, to be fair, but seeing what it can do is going to be interesting. This is Cupcake and Friends, okay, and then this is Love, Diana Music Hunters, which frightens the ever-loving piss out of me, to be honest with you. And the reason why I say this is because I understand they're trying to capitalize on the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. All right. So I get that. But at the same time, it's like, you could do so much fucking more with the AI. You could do so much fucking more with the AI and shit. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. But man, people are tearing into Jorge Gutierrez. Holy shit. They are tearing into him online, because I guess a couple years ago he came out and was against AI in animation, and now here he is like being funded by the AI by Amazon to make something, and I think one of the things we have to remember about that is that when it comes to all of this stuff, when it comes to getting anything done or anything made, it's harder these days than ever before, right? Cuties Demon Hunters, oh shit, yeah, kind of. But it is difficult these days to get anything made at all. And so these creatives are going to have to take whatever opportunities come along. They can't rest on their laurels. Technology moves forward with them or without them. And that is ultimately where these situations find themselves. So I don't feel bad, that like Jorge had to make a choice. Like he made a choice. He's like, I'd rather get something made than not. I'd rather be in the public conversation, even if it's negative for right now, than not. No, here's the thing, Zap. No one asks for anything. Nothing. No one asks for fucking anything, right? You want to sit there and be like, it's an AI trash. No, dude, no one asks for anything. Are you kidding me? People have ideas, they pitch these ideas, and these ideas will get funded or not. In this particular case, they're utilizing new technology in order to do it. If it's not this, it's something else. But this is such a dismissive comment. I fucking hate it. I really fucking hate it. Because no one asks for anything. Did you ask for K-pop demon hunters? No, it's on paper, it's kind of a dumb concept. A trio of K-pop stars hunt demons in order to seal the Han Moon so the demons don't take over. On paper, it can sound interesting, but also kind of flat. But then you add in the soundtrack and the very good scripting and the acting, as well as the animation, and you get something really good. But no one asked for it. So no one fucking asked for it. That's all I'm saying. It's retarded to say that kind of shit because it's so reductive. Right? Like no one, yeah, I mean, I'm not like I'm trying to be a dick here, but it's like, you know, kind of like who asked for you? Who asked for me? Who asked for Rational? Right? Like things happen. And so that's part of the creativity process of it, right? Happy accidents happen. We have to fucking remember that shit. CJH says I'm working on an AI masterpiece. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll get to that here. I'll tell you if you do you want me to show what you sent me? I haven't watched it yet. But I mean, I have no problem showing that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, what is the 2017 what is it? The recall. Okay, this is the one he's talking about. All right. Wesley Snipes. Isn't this Wesley Snipes after like all the legal troubles and shit? Because he had all the Here we go.
I heard hitchhiking can be dangerous.
I'd like to introduce you to Annie. The drooling one back there? Yeah, he answers to Brennan.
Looks like the lake's gonna be over 80 degrees all weekend.
Plenty of booze and sex of time.
Oh, shut up!
Mysterious cloud formations appeared in the sky earlier this morning.
Why do you think it's happening?
Some type of meteorological shift.
You in the wrong place.
Oh. Ouch! Hey. Ben, what's going on, man?
You should leave.
Get. Have a nice day, huh?
Isn't that the same gas station from Cabin in the Woods? It feels like, but they're pretty.
Oh, hell yeah. This is military radio.
Guys, it's the crazy dude from the gas station.
The object is on target to arrive at the Angeles National Forest.
It's out there. The red glow.
Behind me.
Guess you could call it a bump up in human evolution. For the last 60 years, they've been conducting test runs, all in preparation for tonight.
You're freaking me out.
I know that they'd been here before, and I know they're coming back.
Wow. Okay, so I mean, interesting for one. But my biggest issue with all this shit is like, this looks good. This looks good, right? Okay, fine. Outside, and then you get inside the inside, and it's too clean. You know, like what they discover over the weekend, blah, blah, blah. It's just too clean of a shot. There's no grain because it's not shot on film. I get that, shot digital. I have nothing against digital, but it just feels like, I don't know, there's something missing with the structure of everything. But all right, thank you very much for that one there. Take the teens out and it might stand a chance, kind of. So yeah, what was the jellyfish alien Metroid creature? I don't know. Clearly a ripoff. So anyway. All right. And then here we go. Okay, so Ahsoka Tano for 5, thank you. Says episode 7 of Spider Noir had me dying with laughter. No spoilers, but you'll understand when you see that scene. Okay. Thank you for that. I do need to watch it. Dragon's Quest 12 and new DLC announcement for Witcher 3. Good day for news. I love JRPGs. I mean, I'm not the biggest JRPG fan, but the fact that after 11 years after The Witcher 3, they're going to release another fucking full-size DLC. To me, that just says that they are really trying to pad the goodwill towards The Witcher 4. You know, I think they kind of realize that after Cyberpunk, like they can't have another Cyberpunk situation. It's like Witcher 4 has got to be good. And they're also working on Cyberpunk 2, so that's pretty good too. It's amazing to me how much they've actually been able to really kind of work on that shit and make it pretty solid, actually. So let me see here. Fourth says I couldn't get through the first episode of Spider Noir. Are they 45 minutes long or are they 25 minutes long? I don't know. It's Wesley Snipes getting abducted by aliens. I mean, it's more like Wesley Snipes fighting aliens. So they need a good launch. Cyberpunk is now a great game. Yeah, Cyberpunk is now a great game. I bought it at launch. I was like, ooh, this is not fun. And so I stopped playing it. And then after that, I ended up doing what is it? And I waited a couple years. And then when I waited a couple years, I ended up enjoying it, you know, once it got, well, what was it? The big patch that they did, that big update. I was literally at the last mission of the game when that update hit. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe that fucking shit? I was at the last fucking thing in that goddamn game when that shit when that came out. So I need to play it again. I do want to play it again. But I mean, again, I'm working on Crimson Desert. I'm in Max Payne 3 right now. Okay, hold on. We're going to take a look here at the at this one. All episodes are 45 minutes. Okay. So let's see. Or to help remove people's, well, no. Here's the thing with that though, right? Is like they're doing one more season of The Witcher. So I don't necessarily know if, you know, they're doing the final season. So, and it still had pretty good viewership. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I'm sorry, but Cyberpunk's map are too small and not enough enterable buildings like they promised. I mean, yeah, it is, you know, there's a lot. It's dense, but it's also not. So yeah, I see that. Okay. So this is what CJH has been working on. This is 42 seconds. I have not watched this yet. So if there's a hardcore full frontal male nudity, blame the Canuck. Okay, I mean, I get what you're going for with that. A little bit of jank in the beginning, a little bit of jank there, definitely. But you know, still, I mean,
Terminator 2, Empire Strikes Back.
Still the coolest thing I've done so far with the AI. But no, thank you for that, CJH. I hope I mean, what are you using? What are you using? C-Dance to do that one? I just done got here part 2. What is that? Bright 2 when? Yeah. Okay, you're using C-Dance. Now have you been using any kind of storyboards? Because like there's a lot of filmmaking with AI tutorials you can watch. You know, just saying. There's a lot out there. But which platform are you using to make it? That becomes my question. So, all right. What time is it here? We've been on for, okay. It's 11 o'clock. So yeah, I think I'm going to I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been on about 2 hours. My voice is starting to kind of go. So okay, it's called Hero Chronicles. So many storyboards. I'm tired of making it. Well, yeah, you gotta kind of do it all. Yeah, it will. You'll figure it out. But all right, everybody, thank you guys for hanging out. I go back to work tomorrow, so I'll be off again next Monday. And have yourself a great night. Thank you very much, and peace out.